Here's your good night story. Once upon a time, an old man and an old woman lived in a village. One day the old man said to the old woman, "Grandmother, go scrape in the flour tin and sweep in the corn bin. Perhaps you get enough flour to make a kolobok." The old woman went off and scraped round the flour tin and swept the bottom of the corn bin, and she got a couple handfuls of flour. She mixed the flour with sour cream and shaped it into a kolobok, a kind of round little bun. Then she baked it in the oven and left it on the windowsill to cool. The kolobok lay there for a good while. Then suddenly it got up and rolled. It rolled from the sill to the bench, from the bench to the floor, across the floor to the door. It hopped over the threshold and into the hall. From the hall it rolled down to the porch, and from the porch into the garden, and from the garden out through the gate. Further and further it went. The kolobok rolled down the road until it met a rabbit. "Oh, Kolobok, Kolobok, I'll eat you now. Don't eat me, rabbit, I'll sing you a song. I'm Kolobok, Kolobok, scraped up in the flour bin, swept up from the corn bin, mixed with sour cream into a bun, baked in the oven till I was done. Then left on the sill till I cooled some. I ran away from grandfather, and I ran away from grandmother too, and I'm sure I'll have no trouble, rabbit, running away from you." And off it rolled down the road, so fast that the rabbit could only stare. The kolobok rolled down the road till it met a wolf. "Oh, Kolobok, Kolobok, I'll eat you now. Don't eat me, gray wolf, I'll sing you a song. I'm Kolobok, Kolobok, scraped up from the flour bin, swept up from the corn bin, mixed with sour cream into a bun, baked in the oven till I was done, then left on the sill till I cooled some. I ran away from grandfather, and I ran away from grandmother, I ran away from the rabbit too, and I'm sure I'll have no trouble, wolf, running away from you." And it rolled down the road so fast that the wolf could only stare, and the kolobok rolled down the road until it met a bear. "Don't eat me, bear, I'll sing you a song. I'm Kolobok, Kolobok, scraped up in the flour tin and swept up in the corn bin, mixed with sour cream into a bun, baked in the oven till I was done, then left on the sill till I cooled some. I ran away from grandfather, and I ran away from grandmother, I ran away from the rabbit, and I ran away from the gray wolf too, and I'm sure I'll have no trouble, bear, running away from you." And it rolled down the road so fast that the bear could only stare. The kolobok rolled down the road until it met a fox. "Kolobok, Kolobok, where are you going?" "I'm just rolling down the road." "Kolobok, Kolobok, sing me your song." And the kolobok began. "I'm Kolobok, Kolobok, scraped up in the flour tin, swept up from the corn bin, mixed with sour cream into a bun, baked in the oven till I was done, then left on the sill till I cooled some. I ran away from grandfather, I ran away from grandmother, I ran away from the rabbit, I ran away from the gray wolf, and I ran away from the big bear too, and I'm sure I'll have no trouble, fox, running away from you." But the fox said, "What a fine song! But you know, I'm rather hard of hearing. Kolobok, would you be so kind to sit on my nose and sing your song again, a little louder?" Now Kolobok hopped onto the fox's nose and sang the song again a little louder. But the fox said, "Kolobok, would you be so kind to sit on my tongue and sing your song just one more time?" The kolobok hopped onto the fox's tongue, and snap! The fox grabbed it up and gobbled it up. The moral of this story: don't be gullible. And have a wonderful night.